Hello and welcome to Seagulls Social, episode 46. I am your host Maz, and of course I'm joined by the boys, Ryan and Ben. How are we, chaps? You all good?
Yes, mate. Yes.
As England fans, I think we should all be on cloud nine.
We're bringing it home. My friend messaged me, he was like, every single story you do, you just have that song. I'm like, I know, mate, it's because it's a fucking banger, and it's I'm not doing anything different. I wear the same outfit to every England game. I'm not taking any chance.
Have you actually?
Yeah. I mean, friend Brett, apparently he listens to this, so hi Brett. That's the guy that we said shut up Brett to. Apparently for the 2018 World Cup, he wore the same shirt without washing it whilst we were on that mad run. That's whilst going to the big screen in Brighton Beach, like in the hot sun as well. So apparently it's stuck after a few days.
You went semi-viral for that, didn't you, Ben? You went semi-viral for that reaction, didn't you? Down the beach?
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that's in this shirt as
Which
well.
one? Which one did you do? Did I see that?
I was on the beach after the Columbia shootout. I ran up to the camera and was just like screaming at it. And
I didn't see that one, but fair. I saw you went viral to the booing Southgate thing.
I had to go to the doctors for the next day because I had a strain in my neck, and the doctor said it's because I was like holding my pint so tensely, so my shoulders like cramped up, and it actually like gave me a neck spasm. So I was just holding it. Bad.
It never failed to amaze me. There's some stories you come up with, honestly.
Honestly,
cramp my neck up, as you do.
Just holding
and then quickly before we go on to the Brighton chat, obviously. Ryan, how's the England run the run been going for you? Like, where you've been watching it, you've been enjoying it. Is your heart still functioning properly?
Yeah, to be fair, I've been catching up with a few friends that I haven't seen in years, so it's actually been a nice little reunion, So although they're all plastics, they won't listen to this. It's all right. They all support Man United when they're from down there or Liverpool or something. So they're all plastic. But no, it's been good. It's been decent. But yeah, like we've been genuinely surprised me so much, mate. Like, do you remember how we were all like Southgate out, never going to win anything? Yeah. I mean, we're in another semi-final.
Anti-Southgate, weren't we, on the podcast?
Yeah, I booed him on Twitter for everyone to see. I look like an absolute idiot now.
Yeah, that's the one I remember.
Yeah, that's not worked out for you. And Ben, have you did you go anything exciting during the run or?
No, just been going to different places, seeing different mates, watching it with them. It's been class. It's been so much fun.
I think the biggest thing for me is that like. From the year and a half we've had with COVID and stuff, it's just been so nice to be back out with people and just like enjoying the football, forgetting about what's going on in the outside world. Like, it's just so nice just to be with like hundreds of other people just watching England, and England actually doing well as well, which is like incredible to see.
For those that don't know, Maz has been going Box Park for work, but Maz let them know what
I was there.
You've seen some famous faces as well along the way.
I have, mate. It's been unreal. Like, I'm very grateful, like, to be able to go. Like, yes, work and sort it all out. It's been sick. Like, I met some mad people. I think what was it? Atomic Kitten performed at the last one, which I didn't get to see. They did the Gareth Southgate rendition of that, their famous song. What was the one before that? Oh, we had Barry from EastEnders doing the I'm gonna do it anyway. So we had that, and then what was the other performance? John Barnes did the iconic World in Motion.
Wait, he was there?
Yeah, John Barnes did the World in Motion. Do you know what?
Hey, he actually smashed it as well.
Yeah, no, he
I didn't see that.
Done really well. Mate, I'm not gonna lie. A little story for you guys. I was actually meant to interview him, and I had like a format where it was like a sort of would you rather, and one of the questions was, would you rather have World in Motion stuck in your head forever, or the Crazy Frog? Axel. So it was like one of those questions, and I was going to get him to answer the question, like as in that was one part of the format. And so I spoke to his manager. Can we get John Barnes? Because like in part of with work, we should always get like whoever the talent is, we get some time with usually. And his manager was like, yeah, don't worry, mate, we'll do it half time. He's got ITV, and then we'll do it straight after. I was like, okay, cool. He's like, follow me up, and we'll do it. So I went up there. And he's like, oh, sorry, mate, he's really busy. We've got to get back to the second half. We'll do it at full time. I was like, okay, cool. No worries. Got to full time. Can we go some minutes with him? Oh, he's got to go home, mate. I was like, you fucking... I was like, what? I know, his manager absolutely... Oh, mate, he killed me. So I was like, oh, that's absolutely ruined me. But yeah, no, it's been really good fun. And anyway, on to Brighton.
Stormzy as well, though.
Yeah, Stormzy.
Stormzy.
Got a picture.
Wow.
Yeah, got a picture with Stormzy.
Maz made Stormzy look really small in that picture as well.
He's massive, mate. He's like 6'4" or something. But no, mate, he was actually well alright. We again, luckily because of work and like the access we had, I was basically just chilling with Stormzy in the back bit. It was literally just like me, my worker, and then like all of his boys. And so I interviewed one of his boys, and mate, I kid you not, this is. I couldn't actually make this up. I was interviewing his boy, like I was doing the video with one of his mates, and I kid you not, he was watching the whole interview from like me to like where sort of, like, the camera is. I was literally my right leg was doing fucking like cartwheels, and I was like like trying to interview this guy while Stormzy was literally, and I could hear him like commentating in the background about the video, and it was it was surreal. It was mad. It was mad. But yeah, crazy. Right. Anyway, on to football and on to Brighton. Let's kick off with some transfer rumours, boys. Ryan, we'll start with you, mate. Maty Ryan, your favourite ever goalkeeper that come out of Brighton. He's pretty much all confirmed to go to Real Sociedad as at the time of filming.
Yeah,
I think his personal terms agreed. I think we're all collectively pretty pleased. I mean, he's been a great servant. Let's like, with all joking aside, like he has been really good for us. Well, when he's played, and he was a good servant. But obviously, it all went a bit sour, didn't it? Sort of recently. And what were your thoughts on the whole transfer?
I mean, I'm not surprised he's gone because I couldn't see him staying after how he left. I mean, you can't say that sort of thing and expect to keep your contract. But yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know what his agent gets him into, because how has he managed to get, Real Sociedad? It's insane. Yeah. But I mean, fair play to him. I mean, said what he said, didn't he? But we'll leave it in the past. And all the best to him. But yeah, no, he was good. He was good when he first year or two. Good goalie, but then just all went downhill, didn't it? Quite quickly. It was like a train crash. Yeah. So, but
it's a shame.
It's
a
how
shame
he pulled off Sociedad, I don't know.
He went out. Yeah, I mean, he's going to play with Alexander Isaac next season. So,
apparently his release clause has been bought out. Because Dortmund had a release clause of like 35 mil, but someone's paid 35 mil which buys out Dortmund. But they haven't announced who the club is yet. My friend Connor told me it might be Barca, which would be sick, but how Barca can afford to have Griezmann, Depay, Messi, and Messi's gone, but he'd probably go back, Dembele and all them lot. I don't know who's going to sign him. I'm just trying to think who the Sociedad goalkeeper is, because they done really well last season in the Liga. They at least had a spell when they were top of the table. Yeah, I was going to find out, but I didn't want to type away. Whilst you're doing that, I'll just say I think Maty Ryan was happy with Arsenal, but I don't think he was ever going to get that first team football which Sociedad can now offer. Yeah, which I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to think who their goalkeeper was. I was pretty sure they had a decent goal.
Well, they got their number one is Alex Romero, which I've never heard of, and then they also got Miguel Angel Moya as well.
Moya, I think he might be.
I think Moya might be the first team choice. Yeah,
I heard that Maty Ryan was going to be first choice now, though, but I don't know if that's true. Because that's why he didn't go to Arsenal, because he was never going to be starting.
I think you're right. Yeah, he chose first team football over sort of being second.
And he's already played in the Liga as well, hasn't he? Well, he's played for Valencia, so they probably rate him over there, don't they? They probably know.
He was third choice at Valencia, though, wasn't he? He wasn't actually firt. Am I right in saying that?
No, I don't
I'm
think
pretty sure
he was
first. I don't think he was set first, was he?
No.
And then we've also got that Enock, I don't know. We've been debating it. And Mwepu, if I'm saying that right. Apparently. I've just read it again here on Twitter. No insiders, unfortunately. It's this guy called James Knowlton, and he said Brighton could have Enock, and Mwepu, Moises Caicedo, Jakob Moda challenging to replace Yves Bissouma should he leave, which seems good. Some sources going as far to say the Mwepu transfer to Brighton is done deal bar medical. So it looks like, if this is all true, it's all done, really. Well, and apparently it's like 25 mil as well. Like, it's some serious money on.
Yeah, it's big money.
I mean, initially when I heard the news, because I'll be honest, I haven't actually never watched him play, but I done a bit like research. I looked into his what he's all about. So I think he's quite an attacking midfielder, because he scored last season, I think 29 appearances for Salzburg in the Bundesliga, the Austrian Bundesliga. He scored 5 goals, 2 assists, but he mainly played like a centre midfielder, but also plays on the right as well, right midfield. And according to
he's holding mid as well, isn't he?
Yeah, basically
he's centre mid, attacking mid.
He can play a few positions, So it'd be interesting. My first impression when I heard it, I was like, do we need another central midfielder? Considering we've got Jakob, like you said, all basically the players you just mentioned, Ryan. I was a bit like, do we need him? But then I suppose if Bissouma does leave, I suppose it's good for competition.
I think this is a signal that he will be leaving.
He sounds like a beast.
We wouldn't go and spunk 25 mil on a centre mid if one of them wasn't leaving, and you'd think Bissouma would be the guy. But I love my. Scouting via FIFA. You boys love it as well. So it says he can play CM, CDM and Cam. And he's got the engine trait, which means he's obviously got a bit of an engine on him. And I saw one journalist tweet saying if Mwepu goes to Brighton, then Kante won't be the best midfielder in the Prem. But
I love to hear that.
He's obviously someone that rates Kante and rates Mwepu. Maybe they could be a similar type player, and obviously that'd be unbelievable. If we got the kind of
sounds very versatile as well. So that suits Graham to the ground, doesn't it? Really, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him play left wing back next season.
Yeah, someone said Brighton's new striker. Tweet.
Probably end up as that one. Apparently he can play centre half as well. One of the Zambian fans said he can play centre back as well. So we'll see. He sounds very versatile.
Interesting as well. He played Champions League. Well, he's played Champions League football for the last 3 seasons, and also played Europa League as well. So he's played at the highest level
as well, isn't he?
Yeah, 23. So mate. It sounds like we're getting a great player, and I'm quite excited to be honest.
Same.
It all looks really, really good. The only thing I'm worried about is going too saturated in one position, and then basically. So, for example, let's say we only play 2 in midfield, for example, in that holding role. Then one sort of, we have to sacrifice either, I don't know, Moda or Caicedo, do you know what I mean? And then they get a bit disgruntled, and then, do you know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm worried about in terms of balance. But I think...
Well, it's one season we had a team full of centre-backs, didn't we, at one point? And now next season it's going to be a team full of centre midfielders all dotted over the park in every position.
The thing is, I love my centre mid, so this suits me, because I one of my favourite positions is a good centre midfielder. So if we can get a good driving force, I'm not going to be complaining, especially if he's something like Kante or something. Get him in.
He sounds like he ticks all the right boxes. So fingers crossed, he lives up to the hype. Well, the mini hype that he's sort of created around him. So I'm quite excited.
It's a bit sad though, because there was a fraction of hope, because it's been going on so long, of Bissouma potentially staying. There was a fraction of hope there, but now this is kind of sets its tone. Will be gone. So that'll be proper Bissouma going from that centre mid spot, and we bring Mwepu in. And then we got Mo.
Or it could just be proper replacement. You never know. You might keep hold of Bissouma.
That's an expensive replacement though.
It's big dick energy if we replace proper with Mwepu.
It's a very positive outlook on it, but you never know. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen, but from what I've looked at, looks like a baller. Plays for Salzburg, so looks decent. I think looks pretty decent to me.
That was only the only thing. Like when I read RB, I was like, oh, nice, a Leipzig player, and I was like, oh no, it's definitely the Austrian alternative,
the BTEC version.
The BTEC.
We seem to have a good little relationship with Salzburg, don't we? I think we've dealt with them a few times now.
Yeah, because
Bernardo's. He went on there back there, and now he's
Leifrig as well. We played Leifrig in a friendly once, didn't we? And signed. Was it Bernardo or Leifrig or something like that?
I think Bernardo was from Salzburg.
No, I think
he was from Leipzig.
Bernardo was.
One of them. He was one of the. I think Bernardo was Leipzig, and then he went to Leifrig.
There's so many RBs now floating around. Who knows anymore?
Yeah, RB Brighton.
RB Brighton.
Right. I remember there was.
I wouldn't mind that if we get taken over by that.
Yeah, no. Tony Bloom till we die, boys. Yeah, Tony Bloom till we die. Right, and then so a bit more speculative stuff. So these are these are just very sort of like links you see on Twitter and stuff like that. Obviously, Dan James from Man United. I mean, Ryan, you're a big fan of Danny James, aren't you?
Yeah, I like Dan James. Yeah, I like him. I think that seems to be the one that's just never died, hasn't it? Like ever since the beginning of time, we've been linked with Dan James. It seems. I mean, since Potter came in, he said that he wanted to bring Dan James with him, but then he went to Man United, which I think personally was too soon for him anyway, and you've kind of seen that now. And then Joe Rodon as well, which was, to Tottenham, again, too soon I think for him to go to such a big club. Probably would have been better for Dan James to come to Brighton and then maybe move on to Man United if he did well, but they went straight in, ruined him as they always seem to do. Now they've got Sancho.
I understand it from the big club's point of view. They get him when he's cheaper from the Championship, rather than having Brighton potentially get Dan James on a permanent and then do well, and then his price goes double. Or like Ben White as well. Ben White went from 25 million last season to 50 million this season.
True.
So they would save themselves that amount. I
still feel like James was a bit of an overspend though. 15 mil when he was relatively inexperienced, and Potter only gave him a season, of football, and then he goes straight to Man United.
That's Man United money though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Man,
it's just
Man
seems a bit
United,
mad
Man,
to me.
basically you have to add like 20 million for Man United. Anytime you negotiate, you
Yeah,
put 20 on,
yeah.
and then they just pay it. It's like, oh, great.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
But I can't see it. I like it to happen, but I can't see it. But he would suit our system a lot, I think. You know, his
it'd be
pace.
so
Imagine
good.
him and Lamptey on the same wing.
Oh yeah, it'd be mad.
That would be illegal, and ultimately
that would be
rigs to
ridiculous.
Brighton players.
My only sort of drawbacks for Dan James is like watching him at the Euros. I watched the game against
Italy, wasn't it? Did he do quite well with it?
I can't remember.
Well,
basically, there's one game where
they played Turkey.
He had a good
Italy,
game
and
against someone. I can't remember. It was.
Basically, for me, right?
So fast.
He just runs very fast, and then like sometimes I feel like he doesn't have the intelligence sometimes to make the right ball, or to basically for me he's very, do you know back in the day with Aaron Lennon when everyone used to be like, oh, he's got no end product, like he's so quick, he's really good, like he's good at beating players, he's got loads of good attributes, but then it's just his final product lets him down, and I just feel like for me Dan James is the perfect epitome of that.
His
he's
delivery
a pace
isn't consistent at all. Like occasionally
he'll
put a really good ball in, and then but 9 times out of 10 it's just going way beyond everyone.
But again, that's a teachable sort of problem as well. Like if you're playing under Potter or something, you know, he can teach that into. He's still young, isn't he? Because I remember Adama Traore was really guilty of it. Do you remember at Wolves he was hounded for having.
I mean, he still is now, to be fair.
Yeah, but he's got a bit more about him than he used to, perhaps. But I don't know. If it's true, I would like it because you know if him and Tarek on the wings would be ridiculous. And Joe Rodon as well. I can't see that one happening. That just seems a bit of a lazy link to be.
I think that's just bullshit because he's firstly he's a very good player, and secondly I think with Spurs' age in defence with what Alderweireld is getting on now.
Toby's going, I think, as well.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, well, so why they sell Rodon then?
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
I can't imagine them selling him, but I can imagine maybe a loan. But again, like he was playing most of their games towards the end of the season. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but it's like, who else have they got? They've got no one else really in that centre half position to.
Eric Dyer.
I think it's a very
Rubbish
BS story, but we'll see what happens.
I wouldn't mind him though. Like, I think I do rate.
I mean,
he'd be good.
I think he's great. He's very good.
As well,
I rate him. But again, though, it's like that whole thing. Like, do we need a centre half? We don't. Like,
it's just a lazy Swansea link again. Like, it's going to happen now. All the Swansea. We'll just get linked to Matt Grimes again. Like, we're just going to get linked to every Swansea youngster. Yeah, it's just going to happen.
Leon Osman soon. No, Leon Britton. Sorry, Leon Britton.
Leon Osman. I was going to say he's Everton, isn't he?
No, Leon Britton. Sorry. Nah, we'll see what happens with that. And then
he's still playing. I can't believe he's still playing.
Where is he at now?
Yeah, he's still at Swansea.
Is he?
Yeah, he went back to Swansea.
Yeah.
Play to him.
Crazy.
Right, and the next one, Jeremy Sarmiento from Benfica.
Baller.
Basically, we couldn't get Tavares from Benfica, so we settled for his understudy.
Doesn't lick dogs.
So I mean, he's a 19-year-old winger. Again, I haven't watched him play, but he was at Charlton Athletic youth system, and then went to Benfica, and then now he's back in England. So
scored an over kick and put it on his Instagram. So he must be good, I think.
I saw that. Ben, we'll start with you. What do you reckon? Like, have you seen much of him? Do you know much about him?
Well, my reporters at FIFA 21 told me that he's 50. He's a bronze 56 rated. Don't know if he's a rare bronze.
I hate you so much.
I'm joking. I don't really know much about him. I remember I used it. I think I said we went in for Tavares and ended up with Sarmiento. That's like Arsenal going for Bissouma and ended up with Ben White. It's pretty much the exact same thing as that. I don't know how we've got him. We've just come back with the wrong player, but he'll be an under 23 player. I don't really know how much or what he'll do for us.
I scout report in depth here, by the way.
The fact that he was at Charlton as well is just a bit questionable. He's not like a proper Portuguese youth product from Benfica. Like
he's not a proper Portuguese youth product because he played for Charlton, for instance.
No, Charlton are very good youth products.
They do, but
they should do some really good youth.
Lookman as well.
I don't know Lookman. Yeah.
No, going against what I said. I mean, you could look at it this way: like Benfica have seen potential in him, and then picked him up from Charlton and brought him to a much bigger club. But then again, now they're letting him go to Brighton. I don't know. I don't know a lot about him, unfortunately.
I mean, look, he's a young lad. I mean, he's come back to England as well. I think obviously, well, I'm assuming he grew up in England because he's played for the England under 18, 17s and 16. So I'm assuming he's grown up here. This is my assumption. So like, I'm sure he's basically, I think he just wanted to come back home kind of thing. Sort of being more familiar.
To be fair, it's like saying Ben White's no good because he got released by Southampton, but now he's on a 55 million move to Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, just because players get knocked back. I mean, Vardy, he played in non-league till he was 20-something.
Yeah,
so, so, you never know. These players do burst onto the scene.
Yeah, I mean, look, he's definitely not a first-team player. Like, I think he's going to be the under-23s for Seagulls.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's going to be Ronaldo, but you never know. He could be decent.
Can't imagine.
Fingers crossed, mate. We could do one of those.
Like you said, Brian. I saw one of your tweets. It was Ronaldo being his like asking price of like 25 million euros, and then you tweeted it being like, we could have got Nico Gonzalez for that. But I don't know how true that is about 25 million for Ronaldo.
But do you know what it is though? Obviously, that 25 million.
It's the wages, though, isn't it?
It's the wage. Yeah, it's the wages. Yeah. That's what bumps up. Like
makes that about 100 mil.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, you're literally paying like 100 million for Ronaldo. It's not as clear cut as 25 million, unfortunately. Yeah. And then, so obviously we touched on Bernardo going to RB Salzburg. I think that's a permanent deal. And also, according to our inside Ryan Romano, Ben White is a confirmed deal, pretty much. Is that right, Ryan?
It's not me. It's a tweet I found. So they just basically said that the Ben White deal's done for £55 million, which I think it's good. It's good money in it. I mean, I don't think you could ask a single Brighton fan that's going to complain with that at all.
Literally, I'll pack his bags now, mate.
I'll drive him up. Yeah, make sure he passes that medical. Literally. But no, I'm happy with that. To be honest, I mean, look, Ben White's been good for us last year. He was solid, big part of our, the way we could transition our midfield to defence and all that sort of fun stuff, and he's been really, really good. But to be honest, looking at Mwepu, I mean, he could even be, that adaptable player that we want anyway. I mean, from what I've looked up about him, apparently he can slot in at centre half if needed as well. So, we've got Webster, we've got Dunk, we've got Clark, we've got Ostergaard, we've got Van Heck, we've got so many players.
Yeah, Veltman.
Veltman as well. So, I don't think we'll struggle too much in replacing him.
I think that's my personal opinion is that I think definitely what Potter will play next season is, if Lamptey's fit, obviously, he'll play Lamptey on the right wing and then Veltman as the centre half to replace White. I think that's what's going to happen. And then have that. And I'd be really happy with that because I think Veltman's been really solid.
So good. It's so good that we don't have to buy someone to replace Ben White. Like, how rare is that one of your best players goes and then you don't have to replace him because you've got enough decent depth to be able to replace him.
One thing I do want to touch on, actually, I've been getting a lot of banter in my work group chat from Josh Akers, who we've had on before, and a couple of the other boys. And basically, they keep sort of digging at me, saying that we've sold our third best centre half. Because I literally said, so when we were selling Ben White, I was like, well, this season he's been our third best centre half, which I don't think I'm sort of lying or being any sort of far from the truth. So they've been throwing little sly digs, going, "Oh, you've done well to get 55 million for your third best centre half." And I'm just like, well, he actually was. Like, I don't get where the joke is. I don't get where the joke is.
Every Brighton fan is going with that narrative, and it's actually got facts behind it.
But this is the thing. Anyone who doesn't watch Brighton week in, week out like us, we will actually like. It's not even bias or like bitterness because he's left, whatever. It's genuinely like this season. We're not saying his ceiling is much higher. We're not saying that. Exactly, I think that's what people get. I think that's what people get confused. It's like we're saying Ben White is the third best centre half. That's what he is, but it's not. It's like his ceiling is much bigger than the other two.
Yeah. If he stayed next season, for example, there's no doubt that he could potentially be our best centre back next season. It's just this season, exactly. Yeah, and in years to come, he's going to be miles ahead.
Which might be really bold.
I'm saying like potential-wise.
Yeah, even still, I just think I just love Webby. Yeah, I just do. I don't know. I'm gonna go bold,
Webster's class.
I just like
Webster is class. Webster is class. He surprised me so much last season. How progressive he was. Like, I didn't realise that how because I remember. I think I've said this before.
He was like that at Bristol City, though, wasn't he?
Well, I was just about to say. My mate from Bristol City he said. My mate who's a big Bristol City fan. He said he was like, honestly, Maz, you're getting such a player. Like, because when we signed him, it was what 20 million, 25 mil, and I was a bit like, that's a lot of money for a Championship player. And he was like, Maz, I promise you now, he's the best centre half I've seen ever at Bristol City. Like, he's so good. And I was like, okay,
he's good.
Okay, good. But and I didn't realise how good he actually was. And from last season, he's so progressive, positive, and I think he's one of the best in Europe for progressive forward runs. I think from centre half.
Exactly.
So I mean, just a little thing to anyone who's watching out there. Ben White last season was our third best centre half, and that's just
White will get ruined at Arsenal anyway because they're just shambles of a football club.
It'll be sad to see.
I rate Arteta.
I hope he does well. I hope he does well.
Yeah, same mate. I've got no bitterness towards him. Like I'm happy for him. I'm really happy for him.
I just mean their fans. I don't like their fans at all because if he makes one mistake, he's going to get absolutely abused. And like remember how Aaron Connolly deleted his social media because he got called like all sorts. Well, I'm not being funny, mate, but Ben White, if you make one mistake, your Instagram comments are going to be filled with abuse. Arsenal fan TV, you got all of that. They're going to be right on you.
If they don't pick up Bissouma, and that's always going to be a narrative as well. Like we went into Brighton and didn't get Bissouma, but we got this guy. Like if he does have a few stinkers, like they're not going to make him feel good really. But we got a nice fan base compared to a lot of fan bases, but Arsenal is just so toxic. Yeah. It's really toxic. And hopefully he's prepared for that.
I mean, I think every fan base does have that toxic sort of bubble, but I think Arsenal's definitely one of the bigger ones in terms of how big that bubble is. But I mean, every fan base has them.
I think they've got to be one of the worst in the country, surely. Like, I remember the Xhaka situation. Do you remember that?
That was bad.
They're booing him. Like, the whole ground were booing him. Like, I can't think that. Good. Like, imagine doing that to a Brighton player. Even, our captain of all the years. I could not imagine doing that. Even if they had a stinker and they were, throwing a bit of a tantrum, I still wouldn't boo him off the pitch, So
no, I agree. I agree. And now look at Xhaka balling out in the Euros as well.
Exactly. I know. So give him a bit of confidence.
Blonde Jack is the best centre midfielder in the world.
I'm being serious. No, I'm talking
I don't do ifs, buts and maybes.
He actually was so good though, to be fair.
They're probably thinking like, why are we sending this guy to Roma? Like, why doesn't he play like this with us all the time? It's just because,
it's a confidence thing, isn't it? It's a confidence thing as well. Like, he just wasn't. But
that's why I'm scared of White. That's why I'm scared of White.
Well, final thing, lads. Let's wrap up. Of course, we've got to talk about the Euros. We're all repping England. So we've got to talk about the Euros. And how
where's your badge? Go on, right.
So I've got a line of Scott, mate.
That's right. Yeah, he's wearing the firm. He's wearing the firm colours.
It's CB, Stone Island or Island Scott. That's all right.
Yeah, literally. So I'm all right.
So boys, at the time of recording, it's, Monday afternoon, and we've got Denmark in the semi-finals on Wednesday. What are the nerves saying? Ryan, kick us off, mate. How are you feeling? Confident?
I gotta admit, mate. I gotta admit, Denmark are worrying. They are worrying. And I've got proof, right? I'm not just waffling here. I've got proof on my little book notepad thing, and I put my 3 dark horses.
Oh, 3. Here we go.
Yeah, 3.
Cover all bases.
Look how much I wrote though.
Yeah, go on.
So I've got Czech Republic to get to the quarters.
Fair play.
Rub your finger over Denmark, that ink. Is it still? Will it smudge still?
To get to the semi.
Just wrote it this morning.
Oh my god! I actually got all of them. No way! Look, Czech Republic quarter, Denmark semi, Italy semi-final or final.
Harry Kane to score a header in the Harry Maguire to score a header in the 46th minute.
He wrote that this morning.
No, I actually didn't. So it's got. Play on the front. Oh, that's Czech. Denmark want to dominate games, never sit back. And I've got something about this 20-year-old guy they've got. And Italy, I've put best chance of Italy since 2012. Spinazzola I had as my pick out.
Mate, he snapped his Achilles.
Injured now.
Yeah.
Can you imagine snapping your Achilles? That makes me feel sick. Not a lot. I'm not really squeamish, but that is horrible.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah, Barella, Bonucci.
He was arguably the player of the tournament up until that injury.
Yeah,
he was unbelievable. But yeah,
that's actually insane, mate.
Back to the Danes, the Great Danes.
But yeah, the Danes. I'm worried about them. To be honest with you, I am worried about them because I think they're fired up by the Eriksen thing. I think they're a good team as well. They're not just that. They're a great team. Back to front, they've all got good players. All of them are. I was going
to say emphasis on team. Like it's not just a few players dotted around. Like they play like a proper team, which you don't really see.
And they've lost Eriksen, who've been one of their best players for years, and yet they're probably better off. So they are that good. I think they're gonna give us a proper game. Like if there's one game where Southgate's going to get the most judgment, it's that one because he's been great so far. Dealt with Germany really well. Coming up against Denmark, I think it's the toughest game he's going to have had in his England career, to be honest. I think this is going to be the one. And I hope I'm wrong. I hope we go and smash them like we did Ukraine. But, we all know it's probably going to be a bit tougher than
Oh
that.
yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to be a tight. I think it's going to be a 1-goal affair, like 2-1, 1-0. That kind of. I feel like it's going to be that kind of vibe. It's going to be a tactical, much more tactical game than the Ukraine.
I was so nervous before the Ukraine game. I was like, I feel like we're just going to like stumble over this one. But and I'm feeling the same for the Denmark game. But obviously we dispatched Ukraine with quite a lot of ease. And I don't know if something about our defence, like having Pickford in goal. He's a different animal. He's a different animal. No, that's what I'm saying. Mate, that's a positive thing. He's a different breed in international football.
Mate, since I saw a stat yesterday. He's the first goalkeeper for England since Gordon Banks to get, I think it was 7 clean sheets in a row or 5 clean sheets in a row. Like international. So yeah, since Gordon Banks back in, I think it was 66 or something.
A save,
crazy.
Jordan Pickford.
Mad thing. So yeah, mate, he's been on flames, and the whole defence have been unbelievable. To be fair, like even without Dunkey, no.
I was gonna say, I'm waiting for everyone to tweet as soon as you can see Dunk would that we concede if we had Dunk straight away.
I've got to be over that one,
mate. I've got so many tweets saved in drafts straight away as soon as we can see.
But no, I think, do you know what? I've been very sort of conservative the whole run. Like every game before, I'm just like, because basically, again, just to refer back to the group chat, like my work group chat. Honestly, I've never seen so many people so confident. Like literally, the other day, they were all saying in the group chat, England have won it. What we're going to celebrate? Like how we're going to celebrate? I was like, boys, come on! Like you need a little bit of calmness. Like you can't just go into the game thinking it's already done, because that's where you fuck up. Like you can't go into it thinking we've won the tournament. Like you still got Italy to play potentially in the final. Like
Italy or Spain,
like Italy or Spain in the final. It's like it's not a done deal, but like I've seen so many people like, yeah, we've won the tournament already. It's like, come on, you can't. This is where you fuck up. Like this is where.
I'm so excited of you just saying it, even you just telling your mates that they're wrong for doing it. But I'm in my head, I'm like, I'm just so gassed, mate. Yeah. If we get to the final,
but I've been really conservative.
It's not really relevant though, is it?
But Matt, we have won it. We have
won
won
it. On the flip side, though, going into the Denmark game, I'm actually very confident. Like in terms of how England have played so far, like I just don't see like Denmark. Like we've all said, they're a great team unit. But if you match them man for man, England are far superior. Like even maybe goalkeeper Pickford Schmeichel's a tough one, but anywhere else on the pitch, England pretty much man for man.
That Damsgaard's been really good, actually.
Yeah, he does look good.
He looks really, he looks electric.
Very good. But
to be honest with you, all of them do.
Looks.
I'm
confident.
Christensen, mate, that goal, and he's hit I think it's the fastest sprint in the Euros so far. One of them.
Really?
Above Mbappe, above Rashford, above Sterling, above all of them.
Jesus, that's
he's
impressive.
hit the fastest sprint. I think it was like 30-something kilometers an hour sprint, and that's only behind. I can't remember actually, but yeah, Tarek Lamptey's still faster. But that's mad though. That's actually mad. Still,
that is mad.
Christensen. How?
And then Ryan, you had our predictions from the first episode. Well, the episode we covered the Euros at the beginning. So run us through how close is that? We're at the semi-final now. Obviously, we've got Italy, Spain, and then we've got Denmark, England. How close do we all get? So kick us off, Ryan. What are we saying?
So I can't remember the context of some of these things, but I think we've got Euros knockouts. What was that about then? Oh, I'm guessing this is England predictions, right? So for where we get
what's
to,
on your notepad?
I'm guessing we get where we get to, right? So we've got.
Did we?
Ben said last 16.
Okay.
I said last 16, so we're in the semi-final, obviously. Maz said quarters.
Okay. I went one further.
Ben's winner was Portugal. Mine was Portugal.
Oh god.
Maz's was Portugal.
Oh no.
Top scorer for Ben was Mbappe. Oh, that's a stinker. Mine was Kane. To be fair, could still happen.
To be fair, yeah.
Top scorer for Maz was Lukaku.
I mean, that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
I think he came second.
Kane's actually on, you know. Wait, who's got the most? Schick.
So
5, right?
Schick and Ronaldo tied. Yeah, and then
Kane could get that.
Kane's on 3, and so Sterling. Yeah. Sterling's on 3 as well.
Sterling too, yeah. Sterling's going to end racism, honestly. And then we've got player of the tournament for Ben was Bruno Fernandes. Was awful. Bruno Fernandes. Not a great one, to be honest. For me was Cristiano Ronaldo. And for Maz was N'Golo Kante.
That's a stinker.
It's a bit of a stinker, to be fair.
Holding on for my young player of the tournament. Because this is
Young
my
player of the
best
tournament
shout so far.
was Ferran Torres, which was a very decent shout. He's been actually pretty good. Mine was Foden, lol. And then Maz's was Havertz, who, to be fair, was actually good up until he
up until he got knocked out. He was actually leading it. I think I remember he was odds-on favourite at one point, and then
he was actually good. So, to be honest, like there is some mix of stinkers and some decent shouts. To be fair, I mean, Ferran Torres is
mainly
decent.
from Ben.
I've had so many stinkers.
Ben's had an absolute stinker. He's put knockout.
I was locked on a France-Portugal final. That just did not happen at all.
France, Portugal. Well, he wanted Portugal to win, us to get last 16, Mbappe to be top scorer, and Bruno Fernandes to be player of the tournament. I mean, everything just misses, no hits, literally.
But apart from Ferran Torres, you've had a howler.
Mbappe, the baguette fraud. Those memes about Mbappe were unbelievable. Like it wasn't even a minute after the full time. There was already a picture of Mbappe with a JD bag with like a baguette in it.
How many in-betweeners references are we going to have at this point? The baguette-eating frog.
Mate, honestly, the amount of the top tier content that's come out of the Euros has been great.
To be fair.
As someone who works in social media, I'm grateful for everyone who's on social media for giving me so much content to work off. It's been great. It's been great. So
and I was part of it. I was part of it. I done the it's going down. I'm yelling Timber, the Dutch guy. They got like 2.7k likes.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
I've now pinned that to my profile. It's no longer me dancing with my parents. Straight up there. That's football Twitter for you.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Met my family and they're actually alright.
Alright boys, well, it's been an absolute pleasure as always. Of course, if you're listening, please do make sure, well, if you're watching it on YouTube, hit that like button and do subscribe. It does mean a lot to us and it really helps with us as well. And of course, if you're streaming it, keep streaming it on Apple and Spotify. Again, we really appreciate it and it means a lot to us. Right, if you're watching on YouTube, what we're commenting down below, what we're doing for the comment, boys.
It's coming home.
It's coming home, yeah. I was about to say,
it's coming.
Ole, ole.
It's
coming home, yeah. Comment down below. It's coming home.
If there's one chant that I haven't actually done this summer, it's coming home. I haven't done it yet because I just know that as soon as I sing it, because I did it last World Cup, and I just made a complete mess of it. So I'm not even singing 3 lines until.
Ryan, the superstition is coming out again, Ryan.
This is a superstition, to be fair.
You guys ever been to
Hobgoblin? Saying that phrase.
Hobgoblin, yeah.
Yeah. So I went there after the Germany match. And like, we were in the massive garden. And then I just started singing 10 German Bombers.
Shock. And Shock Ben started that one.
And then after about 8, this one table right in the far corner started joining in. And by the end of it, oh my God, this was like COVID central. Watch this. They all just the whole garden started joining in. And they all just started coming over to our table. Oh no, that was it.
That's good though.
Do you know what? Who's that screaming?
That's good though. I love that. I actually love that.
So do you know what? Surprisingly, because obviously it came out like the government or whatever, or whoever it was, the FA I think came out was like, look, don't sing the song. Like whatever you do not sing it.
Yeah, it made no sense. Just chill.
And to be fair, everyone at Box Park literally, I didn't hear it once, which was I was baffled because I was so baffled because I was like, surely someone's going to sing it here. Like surely, like there's going to be one at least, like one group of doing it. But mate, not even one group. I was like, fair play.
Is it influencers only, or is it like? Can any fan go as well?
Influencers only. You have to have over 10k.
No, I didn't mean it like that. I just mean like, is it like?
No.
I just mean do they just not want to get cancelled, sort of thing?
No. It's open to the general public. True. But obviously, basically, what they do, obviously, that like any influencers would want to go because obviously it's like a very sort of a big thing now for like a lot of people love it basically. So like a lot of people will message them like, "Oh, can you sort me out?" kind of thing, and they'll sort them out. But no, it's open to the general public.
It's just what we can do.
Yeah, no, mate. Funny enough, I saw Toby at the Germany game. Toby Aldred. He was at the
yeah, he said he was there. He said he was there. Yeah, because I said, how have you managed this one then? Like that Eddie Hearn thing. How have you pulled that one off?
Thornton was there. The Ukraine game. Thornton was there. Who else? Yeah, a lot of people love it. Oh, yeah, all the beta squad were there for all the games actually. All the group stage games, they were there. Was chilling with them for one of the games. It was pretty cool.
Junks boys.
I've still got still got the video of Nico falling over. On
that race
from the video.
So before we go, I watched a Germany game at the Cricketers on Black Lion Street in town, and it was like this. It was fully booked, but there was this one table underneath the TV that was still free, and we were like, "Who's booked this and not turned up?" 5 minutes into the game, like, bearing in mind we're full of lads and it's just proper rowdy in there. This group of like 6 absolute bombshells walk in and the whole pub just went absolutely silent and everyone was just like, like nudging each other like fucking hell. I've got a video of it.
Oh, what? Why are you filming? Fucking hell.
Filming, no, because
I was
filming
Joel
the TV. There's a TV. Look at this.
Joel guy. That Joel thing was so funny. Those memes were unreal.
Yeah, mate, those memes.
Ben told me you saw this last night. This whole Joel.
Oh, Joel Hughes. Yeah. Name? Oh, you're not calling me him.
God.
Yeah,
you basically are, mate. You're taking photos of some random people.
Yeah, what the hell?
No, we spoke to them as well. Ask for their permission. Ask for their permission, mate. It's fine.
Everyone cancel Ben. Hashtag cancel Ben.
Cancel Ben. Plus he sung German Bombers song. So just get Ben off the face of the earth, I reckon.
You have no proof of that, mate. It's all on my phone.
Quite literally do. I mean,
yeah. Right, boys. It's been an absolute pleasure. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's coming home, and we'll
coming home.
If England get to the final, we'll do a podcast before that. Yeah, fingers crossed.
And also, if we win the final, do we actually get a bank holiday on the Monday? Because there's no way.
There's
the state I was in on Wednesday.
I don't know. There's rumours of it, but I very much doubt it.
Surely.
Wait, what was that? Wait, what was that?
Will we get a bank holiday Monday after the final on Sunday if we get through?
Should do
and win.
Surely like Southgate gets knighted or something, like something dramatic.
Oh yeah, he will. Yeah, 100%.
Surely.
Like Harry Kane and all them boys will all get knighted.
Could you imagine that Sir Ben White?
Sir Ben White.
Wait, would it be Sir Ben White if he's in the squad? Imagine.
No, they won't give him to all of them. But the thing is, though, it's like who like warrant? Do you know what I mean? Because if you give it to one player, surely you have to give it to the rest of them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't just give it to one. Or would it just be
the ones that have played the most minutes? Or
yeah, mate. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
Ben White hasn't even got on the pitch. Imagine he gets knighthood.
Yeah. Right. Peace out. A-Town down. In a bizzle.
Yeah. See you guys later.
Did I go?
Ben just lagged out.
Yeah, you lagged out, big star. Yeah.
All right.
But you're back now.
Yeah, I'm back.
We've ended it.
We've ended it.
Oh no! Look, end it with me, please.
What?
Love, peace, and techers.
What do you want? My face. I was gone.
Yeah, and we've done it now. We're out. We're finished.
Yeah, but I wasn't there.
Oh my god! Right, okay, ready? Right, boys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Peace out. A-Town down in a bit.
For those that didn't see, I'll probably keep
subscribe and techers.
They just signed out without me when I lagged out.
Yes, babe, we don't care.
Yeah, well, life goes on, doesn't it? I'm not being funny.
Yeah, fuck me.
There were 10 German. No,
right, cancel.
Right,
hang up. Bye.
Peace.